Matchmaking for the current KvK cycle is done. And it's not about this KvK cycle. It's about what it could mean for next cycle. Because now with how matchmaking is done, with how the cycles are done, and with how kingdoms can't skip, we might be staring at the biggest KvK in 2026. And honestly, there might be a chance it could be the biggest KvK we have seen in a long time. So stick around, because we'll go through it all. We'll talk about all the kingdoms and see what could be that fires me up so much right now. Hey everybody, I'm your boy War Daddy Chansky. I do videos all the time. Love doing videos with the nuances of the game and all the guides and all the different things that we get a chance to help inform you about. If you like these videos, please throw a thumbs up on them. Give them a like. Really helps out the channel, really helps out the videos. Also, if you are not subscribed, consider doing so. You can hit that subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to get alerts when I put out content like this. I typically don't do this kind of content. I typically don't do like opinionated pieces or what if type pieces. I stick to more guides. I stick to more nuances in the game. I stick to more things that can help you be a better player. But oh my God, we got to talk about this, because this currently is the registration that we're seeing right now for this cycle of KvKs. And what happened in this particular cycle, I'm in 606, I'm in 2359. I have accounts in both. And 2359 and 606 both came out of this registration to go into the next pop, okay? And the other big kingdom, 1365, 365, they stayed registered in this pop. Well, they got a no match found, okay? So now we have to go through and think about this, because they have changed things. If you notice, you're seeing a cycle here of these KvKs, and it's like once a month now. And that is what they've changed in the game. They've completely changed the way the game is played, where they're not doing a cycle every 2 weeks. They're doing a cycle once a month, and the rules are your kingdom can only skip one time. Well, we got a whole bunch of kingdoms that just skipped. A whole bunch. And with 365 not finding a match, I mean, they're set up to go into the next KvK as well. Okay, I am gonna go through this and we're gonna talk about this, because this could be like crazy, and I am so excited like how crazy this can be. Let me just show you the kingdoms that could go into the next pop. The next pop of Heroic Anthem and Warriors Unbound. We'll get to those in just a second, but let's just look at this for 2 seconds. Here are the list of kingdoms that could go into this next pop. Oh my God, look at this. 2359 and 606, right? Two of the bigger kingdoms in the game. 1875 skipped. 1718. 3308, who we fought last KvK, and now they're about to get a migration with Hope and Lion. 1981, that's Big Kang's kingdom, one of the best A seeds in the game, and now they're kind of creeping into Imperium a little bit. And then 365 at the very top. You're telling me that all 7 can be going into the same KvK? Let's just take a look at this for a second, okay? Let's take a look at this, because our boys over at Hero Scrolls, you guys know them, Duke and those guys, they do a really good job with this stuff. Let's look at this and kind of get an idea of how this thing works, okay? Because, and I'll just increase the size here. Let's look at this. This is a list of kingdoms in the top ranks based on kill points. Of course, you got 2489 at the top with 1093. They just got out of a crazy Kingsland fight. Like, the KvK was not really a dud, but not much fighting, but then Kingsland was wild. 2 Zig fights, like a week's worth of fighting in Kingsland, just crazy. Okay, but then look down below that. You got 365. You got 2359. You got 606. You got 1875. Now, 2377, who we all know is disbanding, okay? But some of their players are going to go into these other kingdoms. And the 2 biggest players are going into 3308 with Hope and Lion. And I'm sure there's others. And so there's 1718. There's 1981. What is going on here? You're trying to tell me that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 of the top, what, 10? 9 or 10 kingdoms based on KP is set up to go into next KvK? Oh my God, this could be a crazy KvK. Look at the kingdoms. Let's go. Oh my God, let's go. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about all of this? Like, conventional wisdom would tell you that 2489 and 1093 just fought a crazy KvK, but let's be real here. They fought for a week. Now, 2489 ran out of a lot of their troop power, right? Their swarming power, because you were taking so many deads, it lasted so long. 1093 ran it down as well. The kingdoms were starting to get gassed. But wait a minute, let's look at this for a second. Hey, yo! 2489 and 1093 can jump in. Now, I don't think 1093 would. They're more pragmatic. They probably need a lot more off season to go into a KvK or Q for one, like 2 or 3 weeks right after they get out of a Hell KvK or a Hell Kingsland. But 2489, with what our boy Arvix and all those guys over there, it is the biggest spending kingdom there is. They replenish like crazy. Could they go into this? Think about this for a second, boys. Think about this. Like, we have never had a situation like this. Maybe back in the Titan KvKs we used to have with Strife of the Eights and all the massive kingdoms, we could have, just this hypothetically, 2489, 1093, 365, 2359, 606, 1875, 1718, and 3308. Now, after 2377 disbands, you're literally talking about the top 9 kingdoms in the game. And then 1980, top 10 kingdoms in the game based on kill points. Like, what? They could all be going into the same KvK, and this was the point. This is why they changed the matchmaking. It was suggested by many, and really all of us for a long time, like, break this up. Stop doing KvK registration every 2 weeks. Like, we told Lilith to stop doing that. And stop allowing kingdoms to do what, 3 skips? Like, it's so hard because everybody's got a chance to run and dodge and hide and get the matchups favorably that they want and go win KvKs. And you guys know me, I'm all for the suicide KvKs. That's all I want to do. Like, I just want to run it down every time. I don't care if we win. And so with that, you can literally set this up now to where one pop comes in March. And of course, 2489 and 1093 can skip that. And they, honestly, they probably should. But hey, yo. But if they decide not to, you're telling me we could get this right here? We could get these 9 kingdoms in a KvK? Woo! Okay. Let's think about this now. What kind of KvK would that be? What kind of stories do we have? Well, let's look. Heroic Anthem, 4-camp KvK, which most of the kingdoms don't want to jack with a 4-camp KvK, especially big KvKs like this, because it takes one camp, just one, to say, oh, no, to hell with it. We don't want to do it. We don't like Diplo, and we're going to bow out. And it ruins it for everybody. But look at this guy right here. Warriors Unbound comes back. Let me tell you about Warriors Unbound, y'all. This was the KvK that we found the Gorgo Attila Gorgo. That's the KvK. It's an artifact KvK. And this KvK is really, really interesting. It's a 6-camp KvK. And when it comes to territory, it separates the men from the boys, y'all, because you can only build forts on holy sites and passes. And so you got to be really freaking good at territory to know what you're doing here. I mean, it's a big boy KvK. In addition, this KvK being 6 camps, okay? And you've got here's the map. It's 6 camps and you have an open zone 6. Open zone 6. It is weeks worth of fighting. Like, the 2 things I hate in KvK, I absolutely hate, are fort walls, number 1, and protected zone 6s, where you get a pass 7 for a few days, you just mess around, and you go to Kingsland, and you never know what could happen in Kingsland. It could only be 2 days or a day. I've seen it end in 24 hours. I've been a part of that many times. And so with that being said, you're telling me we can take at least 7, but maybe with 2489 and 1093, we could take 9 kingdoms, just slap a bunch of A seeds in there, try to get the camps matchmaking working out in a 6 camp Warriors Unbound with no fort walls, with an open zone 6. Oh my God, yes, make it happen. Please. If you're 2489 and 1093, you guys are at the top of the echelon, right? You've got the most crazy ability and capabilities with your accounts, with your plethora of people in 1093, and you can pull this stuff off, but still probably asking too much to go right back into a hell K, because this would be a crazy hell KvK. But if you did, especially with 2489, I mean, with the speed regen, I don't know if it's enough, guys. I don't know if they could do that. Like, they have crazy speed up regeneration in off season. We all get that. But it would take a tall task, man. And those guys over there, I know a ton of them, and they're great. And those guys being able to do that, I don't know. But even without them, okay, even if we take them out, this setup right here in a Warriors Unbound, yes, put it in my veins and let's freaking go. Do you have any idea what Lost Canyon would be like? It would be a complete melee every day. You want to see how good you are? Go into Lost Canyon. I had to bring up Canyon, right? I'm such a simp. But Warriors Unbound, I haven't been in Warriors Unbound since the massive 1093, 960, 2605 KvK years ago. And if I go back to this map with an artifact, I would be so elated with that roster and lineup. Let's talk about the kingdoms, guys. 365 saving them. They've been doing it forever. I mean, oh my gosh. And if you look at the actual power rankings or kill points rankings, they're 3rd. Almost 4 trillion kill points. Just crazy. 2359. Massive growth with Q and those guys. That's my kingdom for my second account. I love it. I freaking love it there. It's great. And they've gotten now Makote. They've gotten a whole bunch of those 2377 guys, a bunch of old 846 guys, and they are cooking. And then you got 606 where my main is. Like, we're cooking. Now, we've had a group move out, but we got migration coming in. Extremely well run. Very, very good. And high end. And then you got 875 who skipped. They can't skip again. They got to go in. And then 1718, 3308. 3308's getting Hope and Lion. Maybe a few more with Velociraptor and all those guys they got there. Holy Jesus, can be crazy. Anyways, let's think about it, y'all. Let's get hyped up, because the next KvK pop can be just absolutely nuts. I'm all for it. I don't even care what side we're on. I love everybody. You guys know me. I love everybody. I'll be willing to ally with anybody, go fight anybody. I don't even care. Like, let's just make this happen right now. It would be the biggest KvK, and especially if you somehow, if they decided to do it, if you threw 2489 and 1093 in there, or just one of them, and you go with 8 kingdoms in that Warriors Unbound map, that would be the biggest KvK we've had in such a long time. With a setup to fight an open zone 6, oh my God. Like, yes, pump it in my veins. I will take all of it. It's why we play the game. It is why we play the game. All in. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed these videos like this, please throw a thumbs up on them. Give them a like. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's think about what could be, because this might be crazy. Get as excited as I am, and leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I love to interact down there. You guys know me. I'll reply to just about anything. You can also join my Discord. That link is in the description. I know this conversation's coming up in my Discord. Everybody's going to be talking about it. So let's just wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens, because this could be nuts. So with that, I hope you guys have a great day, broskies.